us your thoughts right now.
Great fighters need great fighters. It's always been the case. There's no great fighter who has existed completely in a vacuum. That has existed throughout combat sports. Great fighters have always needed other great fighters in order to reach their full potential.
Daniel Cormier, Jon Jones.
For me, there's only one. You see, that's the difference. It's only him. There's only him. And that's what drives me every day. Knowing that this guy right here, this young man.
My dream, my vision for myself is to be the greatest martial artist to ever live. So, although I'm very aware that it's me and him fighting right now, I'm still looking at the bigger picture. Daniel Cormier is just a pawn in this whole game. My life doesn't revolve around him the way his revolves around me.
Bad cardio. He looked terrible in his last fight. It's like, I'm not worried about him at all.
Jon Jones! You can't run away from me forever. I'm the kid at the wrestling tournament that is always in your bracket. No matter where you go, boy, I'm coming. You better hurry because I'm getting better.
You suck. And I had you on your back in like 6 seconds.
Yeah, with the help of 3 security guards.
He actually thinks we got into a fight yesterday. I don't understand.
That ain't counting. That wasn't unnatural.
But you beat me up. Good job, champ.
Yeah.
Want a dog fight. If you can bring a dog fight to me, please do it.
There's nothing you can do to stop me getting a fight. Expect very malicious, violent things to happen.
I have been waiting for the man that is my equal for so long. Please be that guy, Jon Jones.
He's a liar. He's a whole bunch of things that he should not be proud of being.
Thank you guys so much for having us. Hey, are you still there?
I actually admire that you can actually be this fake in like when the TV comes on, how you can just
John, can you hear that, John?
He has turned exceptional fighters into mere mortals. Jon Bones Jones.
Anytime you fight a guy who's never lost to anyone, there's questions. Does this guy have that it factor? Does he have that gift?
Daniel Cormier, Jon Jones for the light heavyweight belt.
The night of the fight, I thought he looked good. He looked strong. He looked ready to fight, for sure. First 3 rounds were fairly close.
Good straight left by Jon. Good right hand over the top by DC. Nice knee to the body by Jon. Good combination by DC. Elbow in tight. Another one. Good old-fashioned dogfight. Oh, it is a dogfight.
You had 2 guys in there that were born dead even, and one guy stayed the course, one guy strayed. I was the guy that strayed.
Oh, side kick to the neck.
I won in the rounds where the hardest working guy was going to win. The guy who had more cardio, more endurance, more strength. When the going got tough, I pulled away with the fight.
He fought a great 4th round and took momentum, and I could never take it back.
Look at this. Jon, take it down, DC.
I was very impressed with his championship mental, his ability to stay the course when he was tired, when I was tired.
Oh, big punches by Jon. Elbow by Jon. He's really taking it to DC. This ultimate grudge match. Look at this. Goes the distance.
It felt great to take Daniel Cormier's undefeated record.
I do not like DC, and this is why I'm being this way. Let's go, baby. And still.
Breaking news just into Fox Sports 1. The UFC has stripped Jon Jones of his light heavyweight title and suspended him indefinitely after Jones is charged in a felony hit-and-run incident.
What I would like to see is some kind of personal healing.
I want to see Jon learn from this. He's not a bad person,
Man, he had it all, but just didn't see it.
What my story will be is a guy who was blessed with many talent, a guy who had millions of fans and millions of dollars thrown at him at a very young age, a guy who gave into that stuff, temptation, started to party, started to do drugs, started to take his gifts for granted, a guy who was brought to his knees, and a guy who made things right, a guy who changed, got his life together, and became even more extraordinary.
It's not what happens to the man, it's what the man does when it happens to him. First time since 2011, a man other than Jon Jones will be called champion at 205. He's gonna tap. He's tapping. It is all over. Daniel Cormier. It's the new UFC light heavyweight champion.
Joe Rogan, no disrespect to you or the 16,000 people in this arena, but I have a message for one man. John Jones, get your together. I'm waiting for you.
He was the champion. The day I got reinstated, that's when he was just the belt holder. That's when the true champion came back. He has the belt, but he's not the champ.
You have lost your mind.
Can he look himself in the mirror and call himself the champion, knowing he never beat me? No, and we all know that.
John Jones has been considered the best fighter of all time, and you know what? I have said it myself. But when I beat him and people start to consider me the GOAT, people start considering me the best, it's probably how he felt knowing that he took my zero. I can't lose this fight. Losing to one guy twice is like a death sentence. If you lose to one guy twice, there are no more title shots. You're just kind of floating around. And I care about my legacy.
You know, DC needs to win the fight because he wants to prove to people that he's the real champ, so his arrogance can grow. You know, I'm fighting for something way bigger than DC. The reason why I need to win this fight is because I need to get my life back. You know, everyone deserves a second chance and make things right, you know, and represent starting fresh. You know, getting out of dark places in your life and believing in brighter days. You know, that's what I'm fighting for right now.
Instructions at all times. I want you to fight hard but fight clean. If you want to touch gloves, touch them now. Good. Step back. Good luck.
Tonight's fight clock is brought to you by HSS, the world leader in orthopedics. John Jones in white getting off early here. Great wrestling from the catching those kicks at all. Oh, big. Looked like he knocked the mouthpiece out.
He did. Takedown for John Jones.
Not quite. No
right
control.
back up to his feet. Jones left hand on top.
Look at this. The height of Jones makes underhooks from DC not as effective in order for an underhook to work. He's not able to. See it in his eyes.
Yes.
Right here.
Yep.
He's getting clipped every here and there, just like every other fight, though. I mean, both these guys are getting hit. Pretty good start here for Cormier, the betting underdog here tonight.
That was an outstanding leg kick by Cormier. John just checked the second one. Oh, he caught him with the left hook.
DC is seeing everything as well.
He caught him.
Big punches landed by DC. DC, combination, starting with a kick, ending with a kick, finish mixing punches in between. I mean, it's a different Daniel Cormier right now with his combinations in this first round.
He's talking trash.
He is talking out.
Nice left hook to the body, partially blocked. Nice knee to the body by John. We saw the momentum towards the end of the first round go towards Daniel Cormier. Right there. There. Nice rip to the body by John. Oh, beautiful. 2 shots. Left hook and a right uppercut.
Now DC's getting him coming in.
Beautiful trip by Daniel, but he wound up on the bottom. Oh.
Nice. Beautiful uppercut left hook. That's been his best combination anytime he commits to the pocket of Jones.
He's just having a hard time reaching John. Oh, John landed on that kick.
DC was stunned by that head kick.
And John is all over him.
Here comes Johnny Bones with the ground and pound.
That could be it.
Trying to
That's it. He's out. He's out.
John Jones has done it.
Wow. DC is still down. That was brutal. Absolutely brutal. And there's the head kick, which started it all off. Perfect placement and dropped some horrible elbows on him. And DC's just way too hurt here to do anything about it.
John Bones Jones!
It's never over. As long as you never quit, it's never over. I'm back here. Oh yeah, I know it hasn't been easy to root for me, but I've had the most loyal fans ever. I love you all, thank you so much. I want to take this time to thank Daniel Cormier for being my biggest rival and motivator. Daniel Cormier, guys.
Give us your thoughts right now.
I don't know, man. I thought the fight was going well.
What John Jones accomplished tonight is incredible. You know, to have the layoff that he's had, and if you look at the OSP fight, he didn't look like a world beater in that fight, and to come back and do what he did to Cormier tonight, it's unbelievable.
The 2 years off and Daniel being active and his team, a testament to the great team that he's a part of, he improved. He improved a lot. He came with new weapons and a new level of composure. I thought he did really, really well.
You felt fresh, and you looked fresh. Did you feel fresh? Did you feel like the year wasn't anything? It's like the same old thing?
Yeah, I felt really fresh. I knew that endurance wouldn't be an issue. Spend a lot of time being depressed. And to be back here and to have so much light and the cheers, it was a dream come true. It felt like it was my first title. And just became overwhelmed. Hey, but I seen Dwayne Johnson, and I cannot let this guy walk past me without getting a picture.
He looked like he hasn't taken any time off, hasn't skipped a beat, and he went in against a very in-shape, motivated, mentally strong, because Cormier truly believed that the ring rust and all these other things were going to be there tonight, and they weren't. Great fight, without a doubt, the best. I mean, to come off after such a huge layoff and all kinds of issues and problems, and to do what he did tonight, man, it's just, this guy he's the best to ever do it.
Just took it all for granted and just, you know, I was just dreaded doing some things like this. And now after not having it and realizing how easily it could be all gone, not having this, I'm more grateful for every ounce of this process. He fought two of the toughest guys in the division. He won those fights, and he carries himself like a champion. So I think that should be recognized. Can't be broken, can't bend me, can't break me, and I feel that way right now. I feel stronger than ever, and I hope that this story motivates somebody else to get on their feet and kick some ass in life.
I'm reaching for a level of greatness that I've never dared to reach for in the past. Yeah, I believe years from now, when people are talking about some of the greatest fighters that ever lived, you know, DC is just gonna he'll be my Frazier. You know what I mean? This isn't his story. He's living in my era right now.